So you want to be an interior designer with or without going to college? Let's talk about it. Today's question that I've gotten multiple times is it important to have a standard process and procedure for all of your projects? The answer to this is, for the most part, yes. Why? Because there are so many moving pieces, so many steps in any interior design project. It's super important to have a standard that you stick to. Otherwise, you're going to get very confused, very overwhelmed, and you're going to increase the risk of missing something super important. It really helps you maintain your business policy and standards with your clients. So, for example, if you have a certain way that you go about purchasing or a certain method to how the design process works, and then you have a client who wants to mix it up, and you know that that is not going to be a good idea, for whatever the reason is, you're going to be able to go to that client and say, this is my business policy, this is how I do things. Now, as Luann said in the live that we did in the Ask the Pros, first free live series, sometimes you're going to make the executive decision that that is not the best way to do that. And if you are running your own business, you can and should make that executive decision sometimes. If this is a really good client, if you know it's going to bring you a lot more business, whatever it is, you can make an exception. But it should be an exception. You should have your standard policies that you live by. One of the reasons it's super important is when it comes to a team. When you have multiple players working on a design, it's very easy for things to fall through the cracks and steps to be missed if you don't have a standard that you work with. So by having this standard policy and procedure that you work with, you ensure that nothing gets missed, that everybody's on the same page, that you meet your deadlines, that you're not leaving money on the table, that there's no big mistakes. It's super important. And by the way, I happen to have updated the website to have my policy and procedure from my company as a product. And this week only, 50% off. If you like these Q&As, go ahead and let me know in the comments and let me know what questions we should answer next.